let's get into UFC 322 because I'll tell you what, top to bottom. Have you got the fight card up in front of you there, Paul?
I do. Yeah.
I mean, this is a strong fight card. Would you go as so far to say, and Brian and Harrington, get your thoughts, is this the best pay-per-view this year? I mean, granted, that's a tough question to ask, but it's just solid from top to bottom. I mean, even on the early prelims, Erin Blanchfield, it wasn't that long ago, she was main event against Manon Fiorot, I think. She's taking on Tracy Cortez. Early prelims, Kyle Dorcas versus Gerald Mearchart. Rodolfo Vieira and Bo Nickel. This is all before we.
There's a bunch of good fights, like Sabatini's facing Chepe Mariscal. That's actually a rematch. They fought on the regional scene. Malcolm Wellmaker's on the card.
Yeah,
like you said, Blanchfield, Cortez, Kopylov, and Gregory Rodriguez. You know that's going to be ugly. Bo Nickel. Yeah, shit, dude. It's. And you know what I think is a real interesting fight to talk about, and I'd like to hear everyone's opinion on this one too, is Beneil Dariush and Benoit Saint Denis. A lot of people have been asking me about that fight, and because I did I had to do one of those little DraftKings hits for giving out picks and things like that. And dude, there's a world where Beneil can win that fight. Like I think he could be in that fight. I'm not saying he's going to, but
so. When you look at Beneil Dariush, right, and let's get into it then, main card, 36 years old, right? So he's not a spring chicken in the lightweight division. And people look, because he was finished by Arman Sarukian, right, really quickly. Just took a minute, okay? And before that, he was stopped by Charles Oliveira. And then he comes back, he gets a win over Renato Moicano. Before those two losses, though, and there's no shame to Oliveira and Arman Sarukian, they're two of the best. Before that, it was an 8-fight win streak. He's got a tremendous amount of experience. He's got high-level jiu-jitsu. He was able to beat Renato Moicano, as we know.
MMA and Gamrot recently.
Beat Gamrot, but MMA math doesn't stack up. But look at what Moicano was able to do to Benoit Saint Denis. Again, doesn't stack up like that. But I'm just saying, I think people are overlooking Beneil Dariush in this. Benoit Saint Denis is great. He got that win over Kyle Prepolek, and he got that good win in Paris. Who did he just beat in Paris? Oh, Maurizio Hufi, right?
Yeah.
Great wrestling.
Big win there. Yeah.
Took him down. Pounded him. I forget if it was a rear naked choke or whatever, but I know it was a dominant victory. He used the wrestling to great effect. Hold on, I'll see right now. It was.
It was.
It was a face crank.
You're not doing that. Not doing that to Beneil Dariush. Do you know what I mean? Like you're not beating him up on the ground quite like that. His best chance, I think, is on the feet. Beneil Dariush is a fucking dog on the feet still. He's tricky. He throws big kicks. He's got power in his hands. He can wrestle himself. I think are we doing picks at the end of this for the main card?
We're doing picks right now. We're going through it fight by fight.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to make my pick on this one.
Harrington and Brian, jump on, please, and give us a little bit of insight. You know, this is what the people want to know.
And who's the dog in this? Is Beneil the dog? Yeah,
I would imagine
it's gotta
so.
Be. I wonder if he's a big dog. If he's a big dog, I think that's a good bet.
Harrington, what are the odds on this fight?
For this fight, Beneil Dariush is anywhere from plus 150 to plus 165. BSD anywhere from minus 215 to minus 185.
So yeah, he's not a massive underdog, but clearly the underdog. I think that's a little bit wrong. Listen, I've got Beneil Dariush. I think he's got the experience. I think he's got the style. And I think he's probably got a chip on his shoulder as well, because everyone, including the odds maker, is overlooking him. Brian.
Yeah.
I think no matter who wins, the top half of this division looks terrifying for both of the men. But if we're giving picks, I think this is Benoit Saint Denis cracking into the top 10.
What are you saying, Harrington?
I just the anytime that age discrepancy graphic comes up, it the way it favors the younger fighter just is astronomical. Benoit Saint Denis comes into this fight at 29. Beneil 36 for the 155-pound division. He is coming off a win, but it's against the fellow 36-year-old. I haven't seen him beat anybody under the age of 30 in, what are we talking, 5 years here, something like that. So I mean, as much as I would love to take Beneil because he is a friend of the show, I'm just gonna take the younger guy to do what the younger guys tend to do at MSG.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. And Paul, remember when we were in Paris, when we were speaking to Benoit, he went on.
Yeah,
that
he was all over the place. Yeah,
and he was saying that he got carried away with himself. He had a lot of stardom come his way. He's changed his team. He had a lot of fake friends around him. And that's kind of like what you find. You explode onto the scene. There's not too many big superstars from France. All of a sudden, you're getting a ton of attention. You're getting a lot of sponsorship opportunities, appearances, and it all detracts and takes away from what you're there to do. And he did admit, he said, listen, I kind of got lost in all of it a little bit. And he came back and had that great win over Houfi. But even still, I got to stick to my guns. I'll say Beneil.
I'm going to say Beneil. I'm going to go crazy here. Okay.
Okay.
Why? It's fun. It's fun. It's the show, right? And listen, I might have to talk to Benoit Saint Denis on Saturday. So hopefully he doesn't watch the Believe You Me podcast yet. Hopefully next week he'll start watching it. But I'm going to go crazy and say Beneil Dariush by finish. I don't know how, but I'm going to say
Submission. Well, if you look at what Renato Moicano did to Benoit. That was a crazy dominant performance.
Yeah.
Destroyed him. You know?
He did destroy him. But again, we both know he was not in a good place, and he looked great in his last fight against Houfi. So I'm still going to go. I'm going to stick with my old man. Stick with the old man.
The way he fights, it feels like he's never going to get to a decision. Like he's either going to get that finish in the first or second round, or he's going to be a sitting duck come round 3.
100% right. And I love that about him, because he'd rather give everything in him to win, even if that means he loses in there by finish, because it's better than him conserving to a decision. He's not that kind of guy, right? He's going to lay it all out there, and he gets a little wild. If he gets a little wild against Beneil, I still think there's a world where he gets caught in something. And I just think as an underdog, I'm going to go with Beneil. Could I be wrong? 1,000% on this one. Benoit might come out and be the younger guy and fucking smash him. But
because Benoit's a violent guy, you know?
Yeah, he's out of his mind in there, man. He's out of his mind. He may knock him out in the first round. And, you know, like all the French special forces stuff and the French Foreign League or whatever it was that he was in. And when you speak to him, you know, which we have, you know, you can see there's like a madness behind his eyes. You know what I mean? This is the man that's killed people in battle. You know what I mean? This is nothing to me, but this is just business. Shocking underdogs, big knockouts, and lightning fast submissions. That's the beauty of the UFC. Every card's got a fight where the odds don't tell the whole story, and that's where money is made at MyBookie. This weekend's card is stacked with chances to do it again. And on MyBookie, you get all of the action. Fight props, live betting, and boosts that turn good calls into big payouts. If you still haven't tried MyBookie, what are you even doing? Call yourself an MMA fan, get involved with MyBookie, and use the code BELIEVE. And your first bet, up to $500, is fully covered. If you miss, then you can get it right back with your bet back bonus. This is where you take your shot. Build your bankroll and roll into Sunday football with house money. You don't need luck when you've got the right book. Play with MyBookie. And remember, the code is BELIEVE to get that bet back bonus.